Let's draw Moana as a Marvel Comics cover. My name is James Reyes. I am the box office artist. I've been an artist for 25 years now, working for Marvel, DC, movies, and been on YouTube for over 10 years now. And today I'm going to do my patented Marvel style as I draw Moana in a Marvel style. Now, if you're wondering what's going on with my hand, again, I did a video previous to this. You can go check that out while I explain the whole thing. But don't worry, I will be able to draw again soon. But let me tell you about these drawings that I'm going to show you today. So we're going to start with this Moana piece, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of it first. I drew this way back in June, I believe. I've been doing some live streaming and just trying to get some pieces done. And I always wanted to try a Moana and Maui piece. I did try to draw one way before, I think a few years ago, and it just was not looking good. It didn't look good at all. Because I tried to make Maui look like The Rock, and it just didn't feel right. So I always have a lot of fun drawing Disney princesses, and I remember one time my good friend Jazza, who is my mentor, he had this drawing app, and I tried to use it, and this was the prompt that he gave me, and I ended up drawing like the superhero Mermaid, and I'm looking at it now, and it kind of looks like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Maybe if Ariel was a superhero, kind of look a little bit like this. But again, definitely wasn't my first Marvel style when it comes to Disney and Pixar characters. So this is actually one of my first Marvel style one that I officially called Marvel style that I ever done. This is Toy Story. Now, I did this quite a few years ago. I remember there was a point where I decided to start doing pieces daily, and I was thinking Friday what I'll do is I'll just take like animated characters and make them into a Marvel style. That's where it started from. And the first one was this particular Toy Story piece. I did some fun stuff with Toy Story later on, but I actually enjoyed how this turned out, and a lot of you responded to it as well. By the way, this is the original to the Toy Story piece, as you see, 11 by 17. By the way, I'm going to show you guys the originals to the ones that I still have. And if you want, to purchase them, these are one of a kind, only one in the world. Go ahead and check out my store. You can see the link in the description down below. All right. As I get back to this Moana piece, now I do believe, if I remember correctly, when I drew this particular piece, at the time I only had about, I think, an hour. I literally had an hour. I wanted to get some drawing done that day, and I did it live. So I set my timer for an hour to put together this particular piece here. After the hour, I wasn't quite satisfied with the way it turned out, so I came back later on and added a little bit more detail, which you will see in a little bit. But going back to Disney movies, another Marvel style one I've done when it comes to Disney properties is Wreck-It Ralph, okay? I love Wreck-It Ralph. I'll probably be redoing some of these because they are a lot of fun. There are characters in the franchise that I do want to add to these particular pieces here. But again, this is one of the ones I was doing in the morning. I would wake up at 3, 4 in the morning. I would stream for about 3 hours and try to get the piece done that day, get the video out that night. I'm hoping to do something similar once I'm able to draw again and have a lot of you guys kind of help me out along the way, whether that be you guys suggesting me doing things or even, maybe even coloring these things for me. I'd absolutely love that. But this is one of my favorites. What I also loved in Wreck-It Ralph is when they start talking about the Disney princesses, and that gave me the idea to do Disney princesses, which you will see in a little bit. this is the original Wreck-It Ralph piece. Again, if you guys are interested in purchasing this, I will have this on my store. We call this a James Ray's Original. If you would like to buy the original art, once again, only one of a kind. You can only get one of these in the world. I will sign it and also give you a certificate of authenticity if you'd be interested in buying one of these. So check out this and all of the other original art I have on my store, jamesraysmedia.com. Check out the link down below. So this is the section where I continue on drawing this Moana cover. This is the section where I actually went back a little bit later and added more detail. I think I spent another hour on this particular piece and just adding my style of rendering to it. I didn't have time to do any cross-hatching or any of that, so I decided to actually go ahead and add all that information into this particular drawing. One thing that was something I really thought about was the tattoos. Maui tattoos, because he has all these tattoos. He's known in the movie for the significant animated tattoos that he had on his body. So the question was, would I handle that traditionally or would I handle that digitally? And when drawing this as it is, I decided to go ahead and handle that digitally. So we're almost there and it just needs the color. Before we do that, I talked about Disney princesses before. So this was my first foray into Disney princesses as a superhero type character. So we started with Elsa. This was at the height of Frozen, and I wanted to see how she would look as a superhero style character. So this particular drawing was from way back before. You know, you see there I gave her like ice spikes and you know, like an ice shield, and this was actually a lot of fun to design. With that in mind, when Avengers Endgame came out, that's when I decided, okay, what if I do like a little, well, what's the word? I wouldn't say parody, like an homage to the Avengers Endgame poster. And why don't I take all of these princesses, kind of like how we saw in Wreck-It Ralph, and make an Avengers style poster using Disney princesses in sort of Marvel style outfits. And that's what we did here. I used the same one that I did for Elsa a year or so before, and it was a lot of fun to do. Here it is, the Disney Princess Original. What's interesting is like the red pencil, it's still preserved even to this day. So if any of you are interested in this, once again, check out the link down below. As we go ahead and start digitally coloring this Moana piece, this was super fun to put together. I'm starting to play around with my coloring style. Before I was doing like a very gradient style, but I'm thinking about doing a little bit more cel-shaded style. And when I say cel-shaded, you can see the separation of colors by lines in that, but also adding some effects on top. So I'm still always playing around with the way I color things if I'm going to do them myself. So we'll see how it goes, but this is how I go ahead and color this piece. And what did you guys think? Why don't you go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you check out 3 times a week. I'll be posting, putting all sorts of shorts up. Why don't you also join the Discord, okay? The link for the Discord will be in the description down below. Final Moana piece. A lot of fun to do. Once again, if you like this or any other original art that you saw in this particular video, or if there's any art that you would like me to do, why don't you let me know in the comments down below. Also check out the link down below. Do you have a suggestion for any animated property, 80s property, 90s property, 2000s property, anime property you want to see me draw? Why don't you guys let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to give you guys a shout out as well. By the way, once again, if you want to find out why I'm wearing this thing, okay, don't worry, I'll be fine. But if you want to know what happened, why don't you go ahead and check out this video right here. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. My name is James. I'll see you next time.